Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Also, double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the brothers out there pushing His word in all truth and all sincerity. And we're just, basically just going to give, a nice news report, basically, Alright, with current, affairs that are going on worldwide, alright? We obviously have World War III building up, alright? Between America and Iran. You got basically a famine coming to America. Food prices are about to skyrocket, all right? Prices and everything in general are about to skyrocket because you got all these tariffs, basically happening worldwide. So, hey, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this, all right? You got something, Mark?
This is Revelation 11. This is Revelation 11 and 14. And it says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right? And that's pertaining to this whole situation going on with Babylon the Great, Iran. Because as you notice, in the news, they said that Iran shot down a U.S. drone. Now, Trump was getting all big and bold saying that he's going to retaliate because of this, and then so-called 10 minutes later, after he called this, he want to back out the situation. Now, knowing the character of the devil, bad Uncle Esau, he probably just saying that. All right, and I say this as a bet. Trump will attack them. It may not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but he's going to get them back for that. All right, and that one little situation is going to it's going to be a domino effect, all right, because none of these countries fuck with America, all right? China don't fuck with America, Russia don't, India, Iran, all the Arab world minus Saudi Arabia because they sellouts, okay? South America, Africa, go ahead, brother.
I was going to say, but even then with Saudi Arabia, you got to remember, America blamed Saudi Arabia for 9/11.
Right.
Okay? So that's still in their minds. They haven't forgotten about that. Okay? So they're gonna turn too, man. Can you get real quick where it says in Revelation 17, the beast and the 10 horns are gonna hate the whore, all right? Because all of America's allies, all right, they're coming up against America now, man. All right? Because America, it doesn't have any allies, man. It's like if anybody has seen, I think it was a 2018. Basically cover of Time magazine, you had America right in the center of like an ocean, right, and all the other countries were around it. Basically, what they were saying is America is isolated; it has no more allies, man. All right, you get that? Hold on, Doc.
This is Revelation 17 and 16, and it says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore."
So the 10 horns represents the European Union, all right. And the beast represents NATO, which is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, okay? And you see these, you see America's allies, they're not messing with America anymore, all right? They're cutting ties, and that's because America's fucking them over, man, all right? The latest American ally that basically is now breaking off is India, man, all right?
Tariffs. Yep. India's starting to slap tariffs on America.
That's right.
On a small scale, but when you look at the grand scheme of things, every little bit adds up. This war with this trade war with China, it's gonna add up. And it's gonna spread. It's gonna be more. Hey, like the scripture said, man, it's gonna be more countries standing up against America. It's gonna be more countries entering trade wars, slapping sanctions, things of that nature. Was there more to that?
Bob, you finish it up?
Yeah, I'll finish it up.
Still a little bit more.
Yeah, this is Revelation 17 and 16. And I'll start to read it from the top again. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore."
And the whore is America. It's going to explain that in the 18th verse. Keep going.
And it says, "It shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire."
Yeah, basically they're going to destroy this place by thermonuclear destruction, okay? Because at some point, everyone's going to turn their missiles on America, and they're going to hit that red button, man, and they're going to shoot them missiles, man. And best believe, hey, the Lord's going to put that spirit out there, man, for these rulers to do it, man. And those missiles aren't going to hit, not going to miss, man, all right? They're going to hit target, man.
That's the next verse. It says, for Yahweh hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will.
That's right. That's right.
And that will is to destroy America.
That's right.
And it says, and to agree and to give their kingdom into the beast until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled.
That's right.
And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Yep. And America reigns over the whole world right now. All right. Hey, it's the top dog still, man. Hey, but it's falling, man. Hey, that big bad bully, man. Hey, he's losing strength and power, man, and influence. Okay.
No, that was the end of that.
This is Isaiah 33. Slovakia, what you had? This is Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and you was not spoiled, and didst treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When you shall cease to spoil, you shall be spoiled. And when you shall make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. And that's what's playing out right here in America. All right, Babylon, the great whore. All right, Americans, you enjoyed your standard of living, your comfortability here in America, your fake prosperity because of the status that America had. All right, being the great superpower. But now that status is slipping on a global, worldwide scale. And as America's status as a superpower slips, well, your everyday citizen, their standard of living is going to slip. They're going to start to feel the effects of these trade wars. They're going to start to feel the effects of these other nations isolating America. All right, and it's just going to it's a recipe for disaster. All right, but hey, our salvation is drawing near for the men of the Lord, man. All right, hey man, it's a beautiful forecast, man. You know, it's like the weatherman, you know, it's like, hey man, we got clear sunshine and all this other shit like that, man. Hey, that's what the men of the Lord see, man. As we see these prophecies stirring up, we see the wars and the rumors of wars, we see the tensions increase. All right, and it's a beautiful thing, man. We see these people getting humbled. All right, you see more and more Edomites strung out on meth and opioids, man. All right, you seeing these people lose their dainties, man. It's beautiful, man.
That's right. Hey, as the scriptures say, basically, before the good comes, evil must come to pass, man, in destruction. All right? Can I get that real quick? I'm going to get 2nd Ezra 4. Yup. 25. Yup. This is 2nd Ezra 4. And I'm going to start at 26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more shalt thou marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away. And that's what's happening. Hey, this current world, man, this power structure is passing away at a rapid rate, man. All right? That's why, you'll set your treasures in heaven, man. All right? You shouldn't be worrying about the affairs of this world. Yeah, hey, deal with your day-to-day, activities and all that. All right, handle business. Hey, but don't invest in this place like that. All right? Always have in the back of your mind that this place is going to be destroyed, man. All right?
Can I just quick precept? This is Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore structure. And what does it mean by depart, man? You got to depart from this place spiritually. Like the brothers just, he quoted the scripture, set your treasures in heaven, man. You know? Hey, you got to set your treasures in heaven, man. All right? Because what? If you are spiritually and mentally vested in this place, man, you're going to be destroyed with it. You know?
That's right. And it says, verse 27, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. And you see it, man. All right, you see the unrighteous dealings. All right, you see all sorts of wickedness being played out on this world right now, man. Or on this earth, Salakia. All right? And it says, but as concerning the things whereof thou asked me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. All right? Hey, so great destruction must happen. Bad times must come. Horrific times. The time of Jacob's trouble, man. It must come to pass before his salvation, man. All right?
Isaiah 14 and 16. They that not
Can you start at like, 10, Bob?
It's Isaiah 14 and 4. that thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how the oppressor cease, the golden city cease. Because this place, hey man, this place is about to cease. You see what's going on, man. It's just wrap it up, man. This place is about to be over with, man. They about to declare this martial law. They about to declare all of this stuff, man. Chip, you know, and then war. You know, because man, the end game is war, man. But you know, you gotta wait for the other prophecies to come to pass, which is that our temptation, which about to come, man. That's how you know when this place about to cease, man. It's about to be over with, man.
It's gonna happen like simultaneously, you know. You're gonna have the chip coming out. You're gonna have martial law, great destruction, and World War III happening all at once, man. You know, but as the brother said, once you see these things, hey, know that the end is basically here, man. You know.
Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the rulers. Hey, and look, man, he breaking them into pieces, man. You know? And how about Shemal Shah's tearing this place apart?
That's right. And he's doing it systematically, man, bit by bit, man. Little here, little there, man, chipping away at this fucking great horde, man.
That's right. Hey, all the while sealing the elect, man. You know? The Lord, hey, he's doing a perfect work, man. All right? And he, matter of fact, you had something?
That's a little more.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted.
Yeah, so who is ruled like that? Who is ruled with a continual stroke? Who hasn't given any mercy, all right, to the people? It's Esau Edom, man, the red Hebrew Edomite, man.
That's right.
All right? He's the one doing these things, man. All right, and he's going to be persecuted very soon.
That's right.
All right? And before he even gets put into captivity, hey, in this kingdom right here, man, hey, his people are going to suffer, man. They're suffering now, but hey, it's going to intensify, man.
That's right.
All right? Hey, because you got the race wars coming up, all right? That prophecy has to get fulfilled, all right? Them running around like the chase row.
Chase row. Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. And in Micah 5.
Nope.
All right? Then, man, that fucking gentrification is just setting up Micah 5, man. All right? Hey, Jacob is going to be like a young lion, man. All right? In the midst of a fucking bunch of lambs, man. And he's just going to tear, man. All right? Everything is happening beautifully. Call all y'all Russian shots. Yeah.
Goats, man. In the midst of goats.
Rip their ass apart.
And the goat represents Esau.
That's right.
And then you about to get torn apart by these young lions that's going to build up a and none hindered. If you ain't hindered, man, that's why the scriptures say, I'm glad to real quick. Like I told you earlier. This is on Sirach 12 and 10. That's why the scripture says this. He made a point when Trump did acting like he's backing low. This is what it says, man. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like an arm wrestler, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not altogether wiped away. And he made a point, hey, just because Trump doing that, acting like he's humbling himself, acting cool, doesn't mean he ain't gonna be on no bullshit. That's the problem. That's how the other nations got caught up anyway. They're following on, listening to what the so-called white man said. He ain't gonna do this and that. Now he fucking them up. You think he ain't gonna try to attack them?
Well, also, it also shows that the weaken of this country, man. Because for so long, America used to be so big and this big bad wolf. But what? They can't go out there and just attack like that. They can't just conquer like that. So now you're seeing the downfall of this kingdom, man.
That's right.
And that's how you know that we at the end, man.
That's right.
More and more prophecy coming to pass, man. Hey, the scriptures say that you come weak as weak.
Yep.
I'm gonna go back to the Isaiah.
He's in it.
This Isaiah 14 and 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quick. They broke forth into singing. Exactly, man, because hey, pretty soon, when this done devil get consumed, man, hey, there's gonna be peace on the earth.
Right.
You know? When this place be destroyed, man, hey, this place gotta be destroyed. There's nothing you can do with it, man. Every time you go on any site, Facebook, anything, it's always some homosexuality. Even at all the movies, it's always a homosexual act from all the way to the 80s to now, man, they always had a homosexual act. They was just feeding it to you, man. Let's say devices, man. So these devices is coming now, and now he about to be destroyed, man, because now the other nations even seeing this falling on their people. Now you see homosexual Japanese, Chinese, Arab people. You ain't seeing a lot of them being into homosexuality like that. Now they into it because of America. And they trying to get their women to turn against them now. Women coming up here getting proud. You think they don't want to destroy this planet? Verse 8. Yet the fig tree rejoiced at thee, and the cedars in Lebanon saying, since thou art laid down, no feather is come up against us. And Esau gonna be chopped down, man. Because what he do, he always chopping down the trees, man. Taking life, naturally purify the air. You know, you put trails and all the armor. Hey, you done now, man. You did a big, heavy offense. Now it's time for you to pay, man. You done had the whole earth for that, man. That's why it says in Proverbs 25:22, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. That's right. And that's why you think everybody mourning, because of you. It's time for you to go. You the cancer of the earth. Go ahead, we go.
It's Revelation 11, verse 18. And the nation was angry, and their wrath is come. And the time of the dead, they that shall be judged, and there showeth great award unto the servant the prophet, and to the saints and them that fear their name, small and great, and shall destroy them which destroy the earth, man. And that's what's coming, man. Hey, they destroyed this earth, man. They broke all of the laws, transgressions of the Heavenly Father, man. You think the Lord don't want to destroy you? You think we don't want to destroy you? You think the nations don't want to destroy you?
Right.
Man, they got a heavy offense to pay.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, you know, you have all this trash, you know, flowing up, you know, on these nations' coasts, man.
That's right.
And they're mad. Hey, I think it was I forgot what Asian nation.
Taiwan.
It was Taiwan, where they had all that trash basically flow into their, their coast and all that, and they're shooting it. They're basically taking all that trash, gathering up, and sending it back to Canada, man. Because they're mad as hell because it's fucking with their economy, their ecosystem, their economy, man. See, everything ties it back into the economy, man. Okay? Hey, you basically mess with the man's money and how he's eating, man. Hey, that's gonna shake people up, man. They're gonna get mad real quick.
I got something for you. This is Isaiah 24, and I'm gonna start at 3. It says, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The hearts of people of the earth do languish. Right? Because these present times are fading away. All the joy and the whole concept of whistle white work, and joyous moments and living high off the hog, you know, that's an American expression.
Right.
Okay? All that stuff is going away. Why? Because all these tragedies, all these prophecies are coming to pass. You have the tariffs, all right? You have this whole weather warfare. I say that as a man. I believe these other countries are doing weather warfare against each other. That's why the whole Midwest is flooded. All those farmers are completely out of business. The brothers and I were just talking about that. Now on the news, they said that the cost of admission for the movie theater is going to go up. Why? Because all those corn crops got flooded. So when you go to the movie theater and you get popcorn, it's already high as hell. But now you're going to start paying $15, $20, and that's probably for a small bag of popcorn. It's all tied in.
And then I was sent this brother article about how it's not only just the corn, it's the soybeans, right? In America, a lot of basically ingredients in America, right? They throw in that soy, man. Okay, it's like a filler, basically. All right. And since all them soybeans are being destroyed, hey, look, your food prices are about to skyrocket, man.
And China was the main buyer, so
China, yep. And guess who's right behind them? Russia. Russia's gonna be the new main supplier of soybeans, man. Hey, soybeans is one of the was a cash crop here in America, man. On top of livestock, you had soybeans, corn, and livestock. You know, cows and chicken and shit. But what? The Midwest got flooded. All right, hey, that winter storm hit. Over 1 million cows and livestock dead.
And
So
that was
guess
just
what?
in Nebraska.
That was just in
Yeah,
Nebraska.
they didn't even mention the other states.
Yeah, they call the Midwest the breadbasket of America, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so hey, man, when all these things happen, what? The cost of your food is gonna go up.
Yep.
And what's happening? If they keep on playing in those waters over there in the Gulf of Oman, all right, in the Strait of Hormuz, where all the oil is controlled, where all the oil goes through, they keep playing around in there, oil gonna go up. Woo. And when oil goes up, gas goes up. When gas goes up, food goes up. Everything goes up, man. So hey, people think they struggling living check to check now. You ain't seen shit yet,
Nope.
man.
That's right.
You know?
Motherfuckers think $15 an hour is something.
Yeah.
But look at the cost of living. Like I was listening to this legal homie. I know was talking about I'll take the $15 an hour, you afford to, bitch. You look at the cost of living. Look at everything going on. Hey man, even in Cicero, because I usually go to that movie theater. It used to be $5. Now it's $6.
Yeah, that quick.
That quick. $6.50.
But that's also-
just to watch a movie.
But also, it's going to be terrorists too. And see, a lot of these people don't understand how terrorists work. And it takes time for these terrorists to destroy your company, but also prices have to raise.
Yeah.
Because guess what? They can't keep selling their product for the product that they was getting from before the terrorists was in, man.
Yeah, and the tariff is an extra tax.
Yes.
That company, it can't keep on taking on the burden of paying out that extra tax. They're gonna have to pass that burden to the consumer, man.
Yeah,
And
man.
what? America is a consumer-driven nation, man.
It's just like the minimum wage when they raise it up. Guess what happened? The price
Everything
raised
else go
up.
up. Everything
Like
else go up.
they raise up like minimum wage to 12 like $12 an hour now.
But $13.
So
But
$13?
July 1st it'll be $13.
They salary, right? So what these restaurants do now? Like they gotta pay their employees.
Yeah.
Now they gotta raise up the prices on the food.
Yep.
So it's like the same thing, man.
Exactly.
So all that leads up to high inflation, man.
Exactly.
Which is destroying the economy, man.
And people ain't getting that. They too blind to the fact to see that's Satan playing witchcraft on your mind. You like, oh, we giving you more money for minimum wage, but then you ain't looking at everything else. See, that's the problem with people, man. They don't go into like economics and things like that, man. And I was into economics when I was in high school. I actually was good in that because you start looking at. I said, dang, to be honest, I even talked to the economics teacher because he talking about everything better now. I said, no, what was better is the selling the trading the animals and stuff. I even said, I'm like, because look, you still benefiting off something because now you're making your own money. Everybody's eating.
But that's why this society is going capitalist, man. Because Esau want to tax everybody. Because for so long, like you can do half trade, like people that fix on cars, they don't have to go through a company or a SaaS business. That's what they can make their money from off.
Yeah.
But they want all this money to go cashless, to go business, so they can track it, man.
Yeah.
So that nobody can make money.
Exactly. So
But
all you women that's doing hair on the side,
They gotta
braiding,
go through it.
You
Yeah.
have to get a license.
you gotta get a license and all that. Ain't no more going, hey, you braiding hair on the side, making money in the crib. Ain't no more none of that, man. Ain't no more all you weave hair women. It's gonna be lost out here,
You
man.
dope dealers. And you dope dealers gonna be taking it.
Oh yeah. You drug dealers, man. You
Let's get them
big
scriptures.
carcass. Oh, y'all still got more on this Isaiah.
Let the brother finish that. Oh, sure.
It's Isaiah 14:9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. And it stirs up the dead for thee,
That's
even all the chief ones of the earth.
Yeah, that's talking about these nations, right? Hey, man, you've seen these kings of the earth, man. They're being stirred up, man. For what, man? War. All right, war, man. Hey, what does it say in Ecclesiastes? It's a time of peace and a time of war, man. We're in that spirit of warfare now, man. Look at this place, man. Everyone's on edge, man. All right, these nations are ready to get down, man. All right, it's just only a matter of time. Keep going, Earth.
Yep. It have risen up from their throne all the kings of the nations. Exactly. Just saying, man. So everybody is rising up now, man. Because they ain't trying. You think the other nations trying to? Well, you know, the elite, some of the other nations is working with certain their elites, but the small ones, they don't want to go take no chip or and put themselves in total slavery. They ain't going for that. So what they gonna do? They gonna fight.
They're all fighting ultimately for that position of power.
Position of power, yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And even though they may be working with the Rothschilds and shit, and look, man, they're waiting for that opportunity, man, to sneak in and take that seat, man. But it ain't gonna happen, man.
Guess what? Who's gonna take the seat? The outshot. You failed to believe that the Most High created y'all ass, man. All of y'all. Everybody forgot about the Most High, man. You other nations, all of y'all, man. Y'all forgot that who the Most High is and how powerful he is, man. It's way more. Verse 10, all they that speak and say to thee, art thou also became weak as we? Or thou became like unto us? Exactly, man. So, hey, man, all of that gonna fall, man. This kingdom is gonna crumble. Man.
Yeah, and it's showing right now, man. And you got these lesser nations. Again, Isaiah was in 14.
Left off of the 10.
All right, but you got all these. Can you read that again one more time? Chapter 14.
It's Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 10. It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down.
Yeah, and basically you're seeing that right now, man. You got these lesser nations bucking up against America, the big bad bully, man. You got nations like North Korea, India, all right? Iran, Turkey, man, bucking up against America. That shows you this place is losing power, man. Keep going.
It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is bred under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Yeah, America's pride is getting brought down, man. All right, it's getting brought down. Hey, everyone's gonna get humbled in that day, man. Okay, whether you do it willingly or not, man. The Lord's gonna you're gonna either bow down to Yahweh Shemel Shot, or hey, the Lord's gonna make you do it. It's gonna make you bow down. Keep going.
It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
And that's talking about Esau. Because Lucifer just goes, when you look up that word, it goes into light bearer. He's the one who's got the light right now. He's got what? Left-hand knowledge, man. Okay? You know?
He was given the earth.
That's right.
Job 9:24.
No,
he was given, what's his revelation? The man that was given the strength to take peace from the earth.
That's right. Yep. He was set up. The red horse.
So he was set up to make put evil upon this earth, man. And then we're calling them out, tell them who they are. Esau, Edom. We're letting you know who the devil is, right? And y'all want to hearken, man. You know, it's simple, man. The scriptures tell you what should befall in the latter days, man. All right.
It says, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Yeah, and they have weakened the nations. How are they cut down? How is this man that was able to just shoot, atomic bombs, all right, hydrogen bombs, all right, all over the world, and bring these people down? How is he getting brought down? All right, and that's because Yahweh Shemel Shah, all right.
That's right.
Yahweh Shemel Shah is taking down this man's kingdom, man.
All right.
Keep going.
It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Yeah, and that's twofold, all right. All right, this man has literally set up satellites and all sorts of things in the heaven, the sky, all right, outer space, and also he's above the children of Israel, man, because it says in the book of Genesis that when Joseph had that dream, he saw basically the 12 tribes as stars, man. He's ascended up over us, man. We're supposed to be the rulers of this world, man. Okay, read that again.
It says, verse 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Yep.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Yep.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
Yeah, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to be like the Most High. That's basically what this chip is about, man. Him being God, okay? Because that chip, what does it do, okay? It monitors where you're at, okay? It tells you, your heartbeat, all right? It tells you your medical conditions. It's going to be your way to buy or sell, all right? That's complete control and dominance, basically, man. All right, he's trying to be like the Most High, but look, the Lord's he's gonna come back, and throw that monkey wrench in there, man, it just bad. Your whole fucking operation is gonna get, destroyed. Keep going.
It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Yep.
It says to the sides of the pit. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
Right, and Esau did shake the kingdom, man. What they do to the planet Earth, man. Right, they all these nations were scared at one time to come against America, man. But now that all these nations, like Scripture says, the weak has become strong. Yeah, now these nations they ain't bluffing no more, man. Right. The only one that's bluffing now is America, man.
That's right.
Because they know that these nations got the power, the support, the allies to bring destruction to this place, man.
Because these people don't realize. See what's happening on the global scale. Okay, in geopolitics. Okay, is everyone is forming alliance with America.
Yeah.
Everyone is making deals. They're an alliance. They understand that, look, okay, if they come, see, that's why America is not doing anything really right now, okay? Because they all understand, these elites understand that, look, Trump knows, look, if I go into Iran and fuck with them, I gotta deal with Russia, I gotta deal with China, I gotta deal with, all these other nations, right? And my own allies aren't gonna be fucking with me, man.
Yup. And that's why China's so smart, especially with these terrorists, man. Because guess what? We putting terrorists on China, but China also putting terrorists on us. But guess what? With terrorists, all the countries supposed to get taxed. But with China is lowering their terror tax so that other countries can buy their product for lesser taxes, man. And that's going to gain their interest. But here, America is taxing everybody the same thing, man. And guess what? They're going to wean from America. And that's which they are doing right now. So guess what? When that system that China have get fully intimate, they not gonna switch back to this dominant daughter, this so-called supposed to be dominant daughter, man. They gonna say fuck America, and that's why this is so beautiful, man. Bubble Shark, keep going.
It's Revelation 17:16.
Hold that on the spirit's gonna get burned off. Hold that, Baba Kushak and this brother get this real quick. We'll go back to that.
This is Joel 3.
Spirit wants to come out again.
This is Joel 3. And I'm going to start at 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the
Can you start at
Gentiles.
like 2?
2 and then skip down.
Yeah, Baba Kushak started at 1, 2.
Skip that.
Yeah.
Let's skip to 9. This is Joel 3 and 1. It says, for behold, in those days, in that time,
Which we know that it's going to be talking about this time. And the reason why is because Judah and Israel, the northern and southern kingdom, are in captivity together. In the time when Joel was prophesying, the northern kingdom wasn't even around. Okay, so it has to be talking about a different time period, which is this time period. Read it again. This is going to
Joel 3 and 1. It says, for behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
So meaning that the Lord is going to take away this captivity, all right?
It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
And that's what's happening, all right? Hey, they're all gathering where? The Middle East. Everybody's in the Middle East right now, okay? Everybody's there, Ark.
Yeah. Hey, what the Lord said in Isaiah 13, man, gathering the multitude, right? The Most High is mustering the hosts of battle, man. So the Most High is guiding these nations to complete his work, man. Right? It's the prophecies, man. What they say, how Shai is the spirit of prophecy. To the Most High, he give his son the work to do, man. He's filling it through the volume of the book, man. You read it through all the scriptures, man.
Right.
You know?
It says from 2. It says, this is Joel 3 and 2. And it says, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, which the brother said it, man. Which means Yahweh Shabbat, which means the Heavenly Father's judgment. Okay? And because Shabbat means judgment, man. Hey, the Lord is going to plead with these people, which that goes into judgment as well. All right, with what? That fire. the sword, okay? And they're gonna know that this is of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. We've been starting with you know, the Elder Abba Bivens all the way down to our apostles, okay? To us brothers preaching. We've been preaching for years that this would happen, man. And you people are gonna know that this is of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Hey, his name is gonna be exalted in that day.
Yeah, wouldn't it say like, I think the three holy children, let the Most High's name be exalted above all and forever. You know what I'm saying? Because once the Most High brings his the second Exodus, man, everybody's gonna know the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua again, man. You know, everybody feared the name of the Lord at the time when we came out of Egypt, man.
Yeah.
So how much more now when all wickedness is at an all-time high, the incredulity of these people, all right, is at a level that they can't be told that the Most High exists. So how much more when the Most High comes, man? The Most High's gonna be known when he comes back, man.
And this deliverance is going to be way greater than that of Egypt, man.
They won't forget.
That's right, man. That's
They
right.
won't forget this time.
And it says, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel,
Yup.
whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Right.
All right, and I'm skip to verse 9. And it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. It says, beat your plowshares into
You see
swords.
that, man? All right, yeah, you're seeing these all these nations, man. Hey, read that again, Salaki.
Verse 8. No,
Yeah, it
verse
says,
9,
like I
verse
said,
9.
proclaim ye
This
war.
among the Gentiles. Prepare war.
Yeah, and you see that, man. Okay, hey, you're seeing these nations. They're getting ready for warfare, man. They're not worried about, you know, the economy, man. You know, the agriculture. You know, this, that, and the third, man. You know, the entertainment of the people. They don't give a fuck about that, man. They understand it's wartime, man. See, this is the only place, okay, in the world where everyone's just set on their knees, man. Everyone's just hanging out, having a good time, barbecuing, smoking, you know, fucking a blunt,
Enjoying
all right?
gay pride.
Enjoying gay pride. That's what people are doing here in America. When you got war getting built up, man, all over the world, man. People are getting, hey, man, shit is really happening worldwide. It's just here in America where it's, you know, real quiet, but it was the calm before the storm.
Extra portable charger.
Yeah, Baba can show you content real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. It says, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. It says, and have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
Right, Egypt as well, modern day America, man. This place is all perverse, man. The Most High did this work, man. So y'all people can know the results of not keeping the laws in the Bible, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
If you want to be wicked, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna turn into a goddamn desert, man. You're fucking evaporated, man. You know? I see these people don't fear you. How about Shem Yahushua, man? They have no fucking fear, man.
The judgment of the Lord.
That's right.
The judgment about to come pretty soon.
It says, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit, you know. So like the brother had said, hey, this place you got every other place in the world, knowing that this whole world is gearing up for war. And here in America, it's a perverse spirit. Like he said, they celebrating pride, you know, settled upon their leads, you know, not giving a care about the things that's happening around them, man. All right, it says as a drunk man staggered in his vomit, man. You know, when you drunk, you know, you don't really know what you're doing or you know what's going on, man. You know.
That's what they call it spirits, man. That's what they call it spirits. Cause like when you get drunk, you got spirits come on you, man. You don't know what you're doing, man. You know?
His brother finished the Gemara.
And it says, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say that I am strong. Because this is a time in history where you've never seen the type of countries talk shit to America like they've done in the past. That little man Duarte in Taiwan, he like, man, fuck you, America, fuck your nation. We know what you do to your own people, so you can't tell us shit. The hell with you. When have you ever seen that? When have you seen Iran? They're like, the hell with you, America. You want to put tariffs on us? Okay, we'll go and do business with China. Oh, you want to threaten us? We will respond in kind. India's like, we ain't going. We'll bomb you too. All these countries that you didn't hear too much of as a peep from back in the day. All right, now they talking big shit against America. And that's what the brother said earlier.
Shit, even Russia.
You
Hey,
Russia?
Russia said, man, you tell Iran, hey, it'll be war to pay. Hey, they tired of this place, man. Hey, guess what? And Russia's gonna be that guard to all these other nations.
Yeah, I was watching.
That's prophecy, man.
I was watching Rambo 2, and the whole thing with Rambo, you know, he was being recruited to protect the United States, man. And the guy, I forget his name, but he played in that 70s show, the father. He was like, man, we got this country named Iraq. We hardly know where Iraq's in the map. So I'm saying, like, these weak countries that we nobody knew about, they're rising up again, man. You know, Iraq, all these other countries, man, they gained the technology that Esau was blessed with, man. You know.
That's right, because Russians are Edomites, man. They're supplying all these other nations with their sword, man. It said in that Revelation, we quoted it, that the red horse is going to take peace from the earth, and it said that there's going to be swords in their hands, man, killing one another.
Yeah, because his blessing was a sword, man. You know, how you gonna come against a man that his blessing was a weapon, man? You know, the only thing that's gonna get us out of here is the grace of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shad, man. You know, all these different militia groups, Jake United, man, the fucking Black Panthers, man. They always fell. Why? Because they wasn't through the grace and the power of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shad, man.
That's right, bro.
You know, this thing is gonna be destroyed through the word, man, not through physical, man.
This is Joel 3:11. It says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, till the cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Verse 12, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Right.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Right, that's what's going on right now, man. All these different heathens coming around. They come against America, man. You know, everybody's allying against America. So all these heathens that are around about the United States, man, they're ready for war, man.
They're going into the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. In the Middle East, man. All right, because the Middle East has much natural resources, man. Because basically, the main thing of why America and Russia and all these nations are there is because of the oil pipelines, man. That's basically the main thing. There's other reasons why, but it's that because oil is like the new gold. I think was it Rockefeller said that back in the day. He said that basically oil is that new gold, man.
Because if you control the oil, you control the population. Everybody want oil, man, and gold.
That's right, man. All right, you know, hey man, that's why they're in the Middle East, man. So, it all goes back to economics, man. Power dominance. Hey, if you control the resources, you control the people, man.
That's right.
Ain't that what the Rothschild said? It doesn't matter what president they establish, as long as you got control of the money.
Yep. Right.
And that was ultimately what gives them the power, man. You know, they set up these puppets and shit. Go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel 37:1. The word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, talking about Russia, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. So hey, we don't only just prophesy against America, we prophesy against all you Edomites, man, and all you heathens, man. Okay? And it says, verse 3, and say, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. And so basically, what that's getting into is that the Lord is putting that old spirit back in Russia, okay? Because basically, Russia kind of went into hibernation for some years, right? Starting around like what the 60s, okay?
Yeah, just before the Cold War.
Yep.
Ain't that what the bear does, man?
Yep.
Russia, they're known as the bear. So the Most High, he's stirring up the nations, and he's bringing up the bear back up again,
Yeah,
man.
you got some hooks in there. When you got hooks in somebody's jaws, you controlling them, man. And he's bringing them back like, all right, hey, getting that old spirit back in them, man. And you see it, man. Hey, Russia has got a very stern, okay, austere spirit, man. And it ain't playing, man. Putin is not playing.
That's because America is stupid, man. America put all their money into the economy, and then all the other nations, like Russia, put their money into what? Their military, man. And that's why they're starting to build up, man, and come against this war, man. Because they know this great day was coming, man. Keep going.
And it says Persia, which is Iran, okay? Persia, man. And what's happening right now, man? Because this is one of the allies that's going to be with Gog and Magog, man. You see Iran and Persia, Iran and Russia together, man. Hey, as you quoted, man. Hey, what did the Putin say, man? Hey, if you basically mess with Iran,
we gonna basically retaliate.
yo,
We gonna tolerate, man. Cause hey, guess what, man? Hey, America is not that big bad wolf no more, man. Hey, ain't no you come against one. Hey, they all jumping in, man. Keep going.
it says Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, basically that whole North African area in East Africa, okay? They're coming up against America.
Yeah, and it's just not Russia, man. Hey, cause China gonna get involved.
Yo.
Hey, China and Russia is setting up to be the next superpower, but they not. The next superpower is the power of Yasharala, man.
That's right. And it says all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer, which that's going into Turkey, man. All right, and look, man, Turkey's not an ally of the United States anymore, man.
No more.
No
Cause guess
more.
what? Russia finna deliver them S-400 missile system to them. Hey, America said if you buy them, hey, guess what? It's gonna be all hell for Turkey.
And that goes into their Revelation 17, man. What, the beast and the 10 horns, man, they're gonna hate the horn. All right, NATO, man. Hey, all of them allies, man, are coming up against America.
So, but guys, all guys that were
Get it.
allied with you.
Hold it on deck.
I get it.
And it says, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, and the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a God unto them.
God to them, man. And that's what you're starting to see, man. Hey, all these other nations not scared no more. North Korea got China in their back. I mean, China got North Korea in their right back pocket, man. Hey, there's nothing they can do. And guess what? That North and South Korea is starting to come back. That treaty, hey, they were separated for so many years, but guess what? America think they brung it back. No, China brought that back, man. Because they all want. That's.
It's a lot.
You said it right out of my mouth. I ain't got nothing to say.
Hey, they're all the same people. And it goes into that prophecy in Isaiah, man, the 13th chapter, where it says basically all the people are going to return to their own land, their own kind. They going back to even with Pakistan and India, man. Hey, they're starting to link up, man. Hey, see, everyone's linking up together, man, and they're going to destroy this place,
Right,
man.
because when it says Esau made a golden cup, he made everybody drink it. He made, that's right, man. He made all these nations drink the same cup, man. Thinking, oh, we're different. We got the same doctrine. But no, man. All right, this is Obadiah 1:6, and this is the point, man, because Esau did all this, man. He confused the whole people, thinking that there's one way to live. All right, there's one way, love everybody, whatever. But the scripture says contrary, man. It's Obadiah 1:6. It says, "How the things of Esau searched out, how his hidden things sought up. All the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the borders. The men that were peace with thee had deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat that bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in you."
Hey, all these nations that were confederate with you at one point, and they're coming up against you. They're deceiving you. They say that they're your ally, but they're not, man. All right.
And that's why you're starting to see a lot of these Russia ships pop up in different submarines. So like popping up in different spots in America, man, undetected. Hey, it's not gonna be nothing to evade these walls, man. when they come over here, man. Hey, when no foreign troops come in, they's not coming to play with you. Hey, Salaki, can I get this scripture? I'm gonna hold this scripture for.
You said the wall, the scriptures mention America as the unwalled village, man. You know, America as a whole is a one city, man.
That's right.
You know?
Hey,
No, I'm saying like it's an unwalled village, man. You know, this place is except for being sacked, man, being invaded, man.
That's right. And this is Ecclesiastes 12, verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in that days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the days come not, and nor the years draw nigh, when they say I have no pleasure in them. When the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinding cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened, man. And you're starting to see that on a mad scale, man. Especially with all these terrorists hitting this country, man. And they said since the terrorists collectively hit America for a year, hey, it lost damn near $6.9 billion, man. And imagine when Trump just putting this other terrorists on China, man. And China putting them terrorists back on us, hey, that number is about to pick up rapidly, man. And more business is going to shut down rapidly, man.
Facts.
Hey, verse
and that's going to get, and it's crazy because America, okay, they're going to use that as an excuse to draft people, man.
Yep.
They're going to say, look, man, these people are doing it. Those, like for instance, recently you had Target, all these Targets that they had like some computer malfunction.
Right.
All right. And I guarantee you
So-called.
they're gonna say that it was Russia or whatever.
That's why
they're attacking our economy. They're doing economic warfare, and these people are gonna buy it and eat it up, man. They're gonna go to, they're gonna be willing to sign up. Hey, man, I don't have anything, man. We gotta sign up and fight, man.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of these cyber drives and cyber cyber attacks is happening, man. And they blaming it on the other country like Russia or China and stuff, man. Because guess what? They saying that they tap into their infrastructure, and I believe they are. They are. But still, they're gonna blame it on them so that we could go into war, man. And they say, I Google it. They say the terrorists cost the United States last year $6.9 billion.
That's a lot.
Before the terrorists he just hit with China last month. Each year, 1.4 billion by last November, man. That's a lot of fucking money, not including the terrorists that's finna hit now. So imagine if he hit them other China with the 300 billion terrorists, man, and how that would be. Hey, this thing is wrapping up. Hey, man. Hey, this back in Ecclesiastes 12 and verse 4. It said, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, and that soon is coming. That's soon coming, man. Everybody's gonna be out here hurting, not going to work, and martial law is gonna be walking upside these streets, man. And when the signs of the grind is low, and he shall ride at the voice of birds, and all the daughters of the music shall be low. And that's what you see. This music is garbage, man. Everything is garbage. The people garbage. The economy is garbage. The food is garbage. Everything, man. Verse 5. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be burdened, and the desire shall fail, because man go to his long house, and the mourner go about the streets, man. Yep. Proving martial law, man. Soon these people won't have nothing. That pride is gonna cease, man.
That's right, bro. You said, 2nd Ezra 16:39, it says, okay. It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall be
slack. This stuff is coming. Hey, whatever the Lord promised is coming. Keep going.
It says, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
That's right.
So every angle you see, man, you're gonna see death and destruction, man. You know, these people are gonna bug out, man. That's what the Lord said, man. They do these things in the green. How much more to drive, man? You know, this thing's gonna be something that has never been experienced in the earth, man. You You know, people eating themselves, man, killing babies, man. You know, all hell's gonna break loose, man, and the insane is gonna run rampant out here, man. You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. It says, and I will set thee. Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 19 verse 1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud.
Talking about the chariots of the Lord, man. The Lord, hey, He's coming back with those chariots to not only destroy this place, but to redeem His people, man.
It says, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at His presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
Yeah, these people's hearts are gonna melt, man. Right? All these idols here, the Lord, it says in this, I think of Wisdom of Solomon, I forget where, but He's gonna visit the idols, man. Destroy them. Yep. Hey, man, hey, the Lord ain't dealing with this because He's a jealous power, man. Keep going. Hey, He's not getting credit, man. Hey, these people believe in themselves, science, a statue, money, a woman. All right. They give praises to all that, man, but they don't praise Yahweh Shemel Shah. So the Lord is very fucking pissed off because of that.
That's right. Hey, they worship the creature more than the creator.
Yep, that's right.
It says verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians,
Yep.
and they shall fight one another against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
That's right. You're seeing that, all right? Hey, you're seeing this place right here. You're seeing the division here in America, all right? You're seeing people against people, man, all right? And you're seeing kingdom against kingdom. America versus Russia being those two great kingdoms. Keep going.
It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counselor thereof.
The spirit of Egypt is failing, man. The spirit of Egypt is failing. This place is at an all-time low. People are just losing out here, man. Losing, man. That's why you're all doped up, okay? That's why you people are depressed. You gotta portray a fake life, man, on social media. You're a bunch of losers, man. Because this place is losing, and you don't. And for our people, you don't cleave unto Yahweh Shemel Shai, and that's why you're failing, man. And you ain't gonna prosper anymore, man. And the Lord's tired of this bullshit, man.
That's right.
That's right. The Most High is tired of this place, man. You know, that's what the Lord said, man. He has a controversy with the inhabitants of this earth, man.
In Zion, man. He said earth, but it mentioned in Hosea, I think 4:1, man. The controversy of Zion, man. Because really, man, this is a love story between the Heavenly Father and His people, man. And our people want to play the little harlot, the little hoe, man.
The little slut.
Little fucking slut, man. And the Lord hates that, man. Hey, but there's a remnant of His people that are returning, man. That want to be taken back, man. And we don't want to live in this fucking society anymore, man.
Right.
This place is a fucking vexation, man.
Right.
Every fucking day, man.
And ultimately, this is our judgment, and this is all temporal, man. You know, this place is gonna pass away, man. You know, that the only thing that is reasonable for us to do is do His work, man. You know, what else we got in this place, man? Everything's in fire, bro, like the brothers mentioned, man. Like, what else you gotta do, man? You know? Like, even if you try to live a decent life in this place, man, you will never get no rest, man. Unless, at least you get a consolation and you become a homosexual, man.
Shit. Fucking fag.
You know? Faggot,
Woman
man.
worshiper, a homosexual,
Hey, even
a
if you do that
pedophile,
though,
all
you still
that.
won't. You still won't. Because guess what? This judgment still have to come.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the point, man. This is a movie being played out by the Most High, man. You know? You can't escape your judgment, man.
That's right.
What it says, the Most High would had all quit the wicked, man. You know?
You got more than that,
Okay. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards. Hey, and just like it says in Jeremiah 2, I believe, it talks about when these things come to pass, the Lord is basically going to tell you people, you Israelites that basically didn't want to get right, hey, go seek into those idols you worship, man. You know,
Those guys.
See if they'll help you.
Right, see if they'll help you, man. All right, and all these witches, you know, and you know, warlocks, man. It ain't gonna prosper Egypt, man. You know, it ain't gonna prosper America, man. All right, yeah, they might just tell you, hey, what the Lord's showing them. That's, you know, Like the prophet told you know, I ain't. It's all good.
You know, hey,
I
man.
get it though.
This is what it is.
God.
That's just all it means. And that day, everybody's going to try to search for every single answer that's outside the Bible, and they're not going to find it.
Right.
And because of that, your ass is going to get destroyed, along with everything else that does not worship Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Right.
And that's the facts.
Yeah, but you know, we're just gonna end it off with that. Hopefully, who's ever listening was edified. With that, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakadosh.
also double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the brothers out there. Shalom and a Bob.
Above all.